What's up with the squad? Back with another video. I seen the title's going down. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. It says right here, President Trump announces a major crackdown on crime in Chicago. I'm telling y'all, definitely geeked up. Not even gonna lie. Got another post that Trump says Chicago is next up on the list to bring law and order back. Geeked up. Check it out.
Anywhere on earth. So, I really am honored that the National Guard has done such an incredible job working with the police. And we haven't had to bring in the regular military, which we're willing to do. We have to. And after we do this, we'll go to another location and we'll make it safe also. We're going to make our country very safe. We're going to make our cities very, very safe. Chicago's a mess. You have an incompetent mayor, grossly incompetent. And we'll straighten that one out probably next. That'll be our next one after this. And it won't even be tough. And the people in Chicago, Mr. Vice President, are screaming for us to come. They're wearing red hats, just like this one. But they're wearing red hats. African-American ladies, beautiful ladies, are saying, please, President Trump, come to Chicago. Please. I did great.
The one thing about it, he not lying. I literally just watched multiple videos of them saying that. They're trying. One thing about it, and let me tell y'all something. One thing about it is that when people constantly, and I don't hold it, I don't hold it on, people when they, because people like, I told you so, or you need to pay attention. That sometimes it takes people time. Sometimes it takes people time. They need to see for themselves. And if y'all, I promise y'all, if y'all see me look over, like I said in my last video, I didn't get to say it in this video, but my 1-year-old is asleep right now, and I'm watching on the baby monitor. So if y'all hear any vibration, it's literally because it's tracking her and it's moving. But I do want to say though, is that people, it takes people time. Takes people time, and they have to see for themselves, and they obviously see how bad it is. They obviously see how bad that mayor is. Everybody is starting to see it. Everybody is starting to see it, even in different countries, on how bad. Not only is it here, but just specific areas. When you're looking at California, when you're looking at New York, what went on in DC, what's going on in Chicago, even here in Indiana. I'm telling y'all. It takes people it takes people time. And I'm glad they're finally starting to see. I feel like so many people are starting to see. So many people are starting to see, y'all, on what Trump is doing, what he's about, what he's fixing. I feel like so many people are starting to turn. And I'm telling y'all, it's definitely, it got me geeked up.
Come to Chicago, please. I did great with the black vote, as you know, and they want something happens. So I think Chicago will be our next, and then we'll help with New York, and we're going to help with...
I'm telling y'all, I feel like it's definitely lit. Definitely lit. And I'm geeked up about it. Says here, please send the National Guard to Chicago. I want to see their socialist mayor have a meltdown. Tell the entire country how safe Chicago is, which we all know is a lie. He said, I have been to Chicago many times and know people from there. It is a war zone. Check out yours truly, y'all. Definitely a lit, understandable, great guy. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Check it out.
I am just so excited to see Trump send the Chicago, to send the National Guard to Chicago, because I know the mayor's going to have a press conference. And he's going to talk about how this is an attack on black and brown people, and how racist the president is, and how this affects black people, and this is going to hurt the community. While Chicago is a literal war zone. I lived in Indiana. From there, I went to Chicago many times for church events.
And the crazy thing is, y'all know a lot of people are going to ask, because I myself live in Indiana. I've never met him, and we don't know each other. I do know a couple people that, that are, obviously, YouTubers that do this type of content that live here in Indiana. But I would definitely, I feel like I gotta start collabing with more people. This is my first time when I seen his link, of him saying he's
Was there all the time because it was a city next over, and I know people that migrated from Chicago to Indiana, and I'm telling you, people were scared to sit down, stand up in their houses on the south side. This is like a war zone. 20, 30 people died in one night, right? And it's just horrible, even worse since this soft on crime mayor has taken over. Trump, please do it. Please do it. I want to see them melt down. I want to see them lose their mind.
I definitely do too. I feel like more than anything, Chicago definitely needs to, be that one, to clean up a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. It's bad here in Indianapolis. It's definitely bad here in Indianapolis. Every time I look up, I see that Citizens app going every day, bro. No matter what time, and it's like, bro, like calm down. And I pray about it. I pray about it. That's all you really can do. Like he just said, check out what this dude has to say.
Okay, fine. Since you are begging, I do believe that Donald Trump is intimidated. I think you're begging.
No interruption.
So let me just answer that. I do appreciate you begging. So I would just say it like this, that the president has always been intimidated by the intellectual prowess of black men. And so, of course, he would speak in those petite and puerile terms because...
I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand when it comes to stuff like this. The way that the way that he's talking and like how he's making it seem that ain't even all of it. This is a reporter versus that just I don't even know what to call this, man. This absolutely insane. Check out what he says here, y'all.
Mayor Johnson, I apologize. A couple weeks ago, I asked you if you would cooperate with ICE if your wife Stacy's body was.
Hey, we just gotta get to the question.
I'm making an apology, and
everyone else has questions too. So
and if it was your wife Stacy's body that had been concealed and abused by Jose Luis Mendoza Gonzalez, the illegal alien. You said that you felt threatened by the question, that it scared you, and I do apologize. Over the weekend, President Trump said that you were incompetent, called you an incompetent mayor, called you an incompetent man. Almost on cue, 1,000+ violent teenagers rampaged through your neighborhood, your adopted neighborhood of Austin that you and your wife Stacy moved into from Elgin, and assaulted police officers, multiple shootings.
Right,
a woman was shot in the back multiple times who sadly passed.
William.
My question to you is simply this. Do you, your neighbors in Austin do contact me and they tell me that they don't feel threatened by my questions. They feel threatened by your anti-curfew policies that are leading to these out-of-control violent teenagers.
Okay. Thank you.
Apparently murdering people.
Thanks, Winston.
What do you say to your neighbors? What do you say to those neighbors in Austin who feel threatened by your policies?
I'm sorry for laughing. I probably shouldn't. I'm sorry, but when it comes to stuff like this, I feel like you're about to say something ignorant. Just judging by how he looking. He better off just saying no comment. I feel like if he doesn't say no comment, he's gonna say something ignorant. It's gonna be stupid. I'm sorry for saying stupid, but I'm telling y'all.
Thank you for staying awake during our presentation. I know you have worked hard to get the necessary help that's needed.
Really?
And whatever condition in which that you are dealing with, I'm glad that you are getting
That's
some help.
wild.
So that
Is that honestly your answer to your neighbors who have been, a neighbor of yours was shot in the back multiple
and
times?
so we are addressing community safety. That's my top priority, and we will continue to do that.
You're
Thank
the,
you.
excuse, yes,
Thank you,
my
Lynn.
follow-up to you
We're
is
gonna
simply
adjust
this.
it here. Thank
My
you.
follow-up to you
Thank
is
you.
simply this. You're the one
Thank
who's
you.
having
Let's
panic
move on,
attacks.
please.
All right.
You're the
Thank you,
one
Lynn.
who
He having panic attacks? I feel like that's not something that you should like. That right there, I feel like he definitely needs to be removed. Definitely all that. First of all, their crime rate is ridiculous. So let's start off there. Chicago literally has already always been pretty bad, but it's literally worse. Like it's getting bad, bro. Like it's definitely getting bad. But it's showing. It's definitely showing. The stress, everything that this man is up under, and I'm not making up excuses for him, but he having panic attacks. It's a problem that you need to fix within yourself, within your mental. And you can obviously tell that he's not in the right mental state to be doing anything. It's him being a mayor. That's insane.
You're the one who is not keeping the people of Chicago safe.
All right, we're going to go to the next question.
What do you say to Donald Trump? How did you feel when Donald Trump called you incompetent? What did you feel as a
You
human?
just addressed this. Thanks.
Please answer that question, if you would.
Okay, fine. Since you are begging, I do believe that Donald Trump is...
On behalf of the people of Chicago, I do ask questions. That is true.
Answer that. I do appreciate you begging. So I would just say it like this, that the president has always been intimidated by the intellectual prowess of black men. And so, of course, he would speak in those petite and puerile terms.
Dude is so ignorant, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. That's sad. It's honestly sad. It's honestly sad, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Said Chicago Mayor Johnson sharply criticized Trump's plan to deploy the National Guard's address crime in the city. Crime in the city, calling it uncoordinated, unnecessary, and reckless. Trump targeted Chicago for the federal intervention after his D.C. crime initiative, aiming to enhance national safety. Johnson countered that Chicago has seen significant declines in homicides, robberies, and shootings, and warned that such a deployment could reverse progress and heighten tensions. Let me tell y'all something. One thing about it is this dude is literally ass backwards. I'm not even gonna lie. Definitely. He's definitely a goofy. And I honestly don't understand how anybody would vote for this dude right here. I honestly don't see. Like, that's why I always tell people that it is definitely important, literally important, to do research and to see about, who you're actually voting for. Because you literally got this dude that's literally not doing anything to do anything about Chicago. And I feel like I said, I got this question asked to me on me and Retro Steps Live the other night. And somebody, I think it was Retro Step, that actually asked me that and asked about, what do I think about the National Guard going to these different cities? Me personally, these different cities, when we talking about, out there in LA, out there in New York, it's so many, in Chicago, here, Indianapolis. Like, I definitely feel like at times, when people, especially in Chicago, that it's necessary to get the National Guard out there, get things cleaned up. And I feel like it's I'm telling y'all, bro, me personally, I support it. I don't know about y'all, but I definitely support it because it's time for that. You got people that actually living there, trying to live there, trying to make, a living, got business, doing that. And then you got these young teens, these young adults that's literally just messing everything over. You got illegal aliens that's messing everything over. You're like, I'm telling y'all, bro, I definitely support, Trump, what Trump is doing. I definitely do. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe, and let me know y'all comments, thoughts on this video. Catch y'all next one.